I will die on that hill.
I absolutely love Miley Cyrus.
You have failed this.
Right, so I get to say it. Right on.
Sickest night ever. Is this? What are we doing?
No.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Call Guys podcast. I'm Gunner, also known as Chico Noise, a three-time podcast host, and alongside me, as always, my pizza-loving friend, Juan Keel 43, who looks like he's eating like some sort of like barbecue chicken pizza. I can't tell exactly what it is right now, but he's got a mouthful. So, yeah, everybody, welcome back to episode 75 of the Call Guys podcast. We are just trucking along towards 100, which is going to be a super fun episode. I got some ideas ready for it. But also along the way, we have some really fun ideas coming up for 79, 89, 99. We're going to talk about some rotten movies, certified rotten movies for those episodes. And there's an idea Colton had that I think is going to be kind of fun. So hope you all look forward to what we have coming up here in the next 25 episodes before we hit 100 and almost two full years of doing the podcast. As he points at his Celtics cup. No, but we are excited. We're excited to be here. We're excited to have everybody here listening, and just want to thank everybody that listens. I thank everybody for that sends emails.
It is I, Golden J.
Yeah, we're also thankful for the Emperor always.
I
don't know if Colton always is thankful, but I mean.
So, okay, let's just get this out of the way now, because, you know, he took some unnecessary shots at me on Indiana Queens fans. And, you know, I thought long and hard about this response and how I really want to, you know, put the Emperor in his place.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a list. Gunnar, do you know what that list says?
No.
Suck it, Emperor. The end.
It's a long list. Suck it, Emperor.
He talks about, you know, he's got this highfalutin, you know, thing about himself about bandwagon fans. He's a bandwagon fan. Just because he's been doing it longer makes the other people that what? Does that not make the other people count? I think what we really need to do is the next time I'm on the Indiana Queens fans, and I think we need to decide once and for all what is the proper age of when you are a bandwagon fan and when you are a lifetime fan.
Okay.
I think that's fair. I think 18, I mean, do we want to say, I mean, you know, we'll just get the conversation rolling a little bit. You know, 18, you got to be 18 to do about anything in this country, you know, legally by yourself, quote unquote. You know,
and you can't smoke cigarettes at 18 anymore.
Yeah. I would just like to hear the Emperor's rebuttal to that, because whatever age he became a Chiefs fan, I feel like he's going to be like 1 year above that. That way, make sure that he stays within the boundaries of
I gotcha. Yeah,
not being a bandwagon fan.
I mean, it does make sense because technically being a Chiefs fan because Joe Montana retired from the Chiefs does kind of make you a bandwagoner. Luckily for me, I was born into it, so I'm technically not a bandwagoner.
Talking about the pot, calling the kettle black.
Who,
Come
me?
on, Emperor.
Oh. Well, still. I've been there since I was a baby, so.
Well, you're different. Like I said, you're different. You were born into it. Like my fandoms, minus the Celtics.
Were you a bandwagoner for the Celtics?
Technically, yes. So that's where we got to kind of figure out the realms of
what a bandwagoner is.
Yeah, what age do you become a non-bandwagon fan? Because I have an age when I first started liking the Celtics. And I don't want to say that age because I don't want to give the Emperor any ideas to let his.
Don't want to give him any
I don't want the
ammunition.
hamsters. I don't want the hamsters to work too hard in that brain of his. So I think, you know what I need to do? I think I just need to come on the Indiana Chiefs fans. I think that's all.
How about here in a couple of weeks before the Chiefs play the Bears?
Well, I think I think we talked to the emperor at your party, and I think he said it's going to be at the end of the year.
Oh, I thought it was going to be before the Bears game. Whatever.
I think we're doing it at the end.
Okay.
I'm going to
Okay.
recap the Bears, the Bears 14-2 season or 14-3 season. So
I'd be very happy for you.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't know what to do if we won 14 games.
That puts you in pretty good playoff position.
I mean, that's dang near home field advantage.
Pretty close.
Which honestly, I don't know if playing in Soldier Field in January is a home field advantage.
A bit of snow. Ice cold breeze coming off Lake Michigan.
And then the rain.
And some rain. No, it'd be a rain snow mix at that point. So
Oh man, I've been there for a game like that. Like I sat so high that it was snow, and by the time it hit the field, it was rain.
yeah.
Oh,
That's how our season tickets are. And we don't have the perfect season tickets to be in Kansas City, but I mean, being in Kansas City is being in Kansas City. So
See,
it's cold, it's windy up there.
this is the thing that disappoints me so much about why I can't go to the game is that this is like the perfect time to go to a football game.
Oh yeah.
Like this, like it's before the unpredictable rain season that happens. And you're like, there's probably like a 95% chance that it's going to be a nice day for a football game.
I'm thinking high 70s and sunny. It's probably gonna be beautiful. Even
Up
some rain
top
would
with
be.
up top with the breeze.
Yeah.
Like, man, I think that's the thing, because you know what's going to happen the next time the Bears play in Kansas City?
Middle of winter.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'll guarantee it. That or the Chiefs will come to Soldier Field and it'll be also middle of winter.
Yes.
So, by the time that happens, it won't be Soldier Field anymore though either.
Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers
Arlington,
crossed.
is that what they're gonna call it?
Arlington. Yep. The old horse track.
The old horse track.
The old horse track. But anywho, yeah, Indiana Chiefs fans, I'm calling you out right now. I'm tired of your malarkey. I'm tired of the talk.
Oh, we'll hear the rebuttal.
Oh, I'm sure he's probably writing it down now as we speak, driving his little pedo van.
On a nicer, not so targeted note, I'm going to revert back to what I was saying before, and I just want to thank everybody for listening and coming back every week and listening to us. And 75 episodes, man, it's pretty wild that we've spent the time and actually got this far. Like I said, I'm excited for the next 25 and more. We have talked about, I think we've actually mentioned on the podcast that at Quarter Books and Booze, at least the Skywalker will be taking over the Call Guys for 3 weeks in October. He's going to have some special guests on with him, and he's going to talk about some of the things he thinks are interesting. And I'm excited to listen to that back after he does those episodes. And Colt and I are taking time off for the babies, and there actually might be a couple weeks where Colton is not here and I am on here, depending on when your baby comes. I'm sure you don't want to be doing a podcast when your newborn is.
Well, I'll say this. So the kid is due on a Wednesday. So
yeah,
there's a good chance.
I'm gonna be
It'll
solo.
be a bit.
I'm gonna be solo, and I'm gonna need a guest host. So if you want a guest host with me the week of Colton's baby being born, let me know, and we will make that happen.
Episode airs the second week of October, so
yes, it'll be around that time. So
hey, if you really want me to find you somebody, I'll find someone for you. But
yeah, we'll see.
We'll figure it out. But anywho, but the one thing, did I get a guest list cleared? Did we get a guest list cleared that Skylar allegedly is going to bring on the show?
Nope, I'm letting him. He can go with it.
I feel like I need to see the guest list.
Nah.
To at least okay it.
Nah, he'll be all right.
Skywalker, hit me up at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. Better yet, why don't you respond to my email I sent to a Quarter Books and Booze before the new year? How about that?
You'll hear that next Thanksgiving. Not this Thanksgiving, next Thanksgiving. Speaking of emails, though, we mentioned last week we skipped the emails from the past 2 episodes, so we wanted to kind of go back over what we did get from some of our friends out there that have emailed us over the last couple of weeks, and I'm gonna start with Logan, who, if you've been listening to Tusop, is coming back,
Back again?
back again for I think it's one episode a month. He's gonna be doing a Saturday episode with the Emperor. It's gonna be them just kind of recapping other things that they've talked about and just kind of some random stuff, I think. So
Logan's
um,
back?
Logan's coming back.
Should probably tell a friend.
Tell a friend. But no, he sent us like 3 emails here that are just part 1,
Dude.
2, and 3 of the same email. So I want to go
I-
over these.
Man, I just, his mind, how it goes.
It's like he types and then he sends and he's like, crap, I missed this. So type send. Oh crap, I missed this. So here we go. Here are he titled this one Cartoon. He says this was hard. Cartoons are and have always been a huge part of my life, but for the sake of my sanity, I am not including adult animation or stuff that leans more into anime than cartoons, so no Dragon Ball Z or Bob's Burgers, etc. So number 5, he's got Metabots, a show I feel like a lot of people have forgotten, but these toys and show meant a lot to me. Plus, you fight for if robots fight for your friends with and win, you get to take one of their parts. What's not to love? I actually own a legitimate animation cell from this show. Number 4 is Rocket Power, and this show made me fall in love with vert inline skating and extreme sports in general. Number 3, Digimon. First season was great, but man, the Econ season with Davis and Vmon was the best. Number 2, Batman the Animated Series. Kevin Conroy is and always will be Batman. Honorable mentions, Godzilla the Series, 1998, based on the Matthew Broderick movie. Street Sharks, Action Man. Big Guy and Rusty, Spider-Man the Animated Series, 1994. Rugrats, Man Those Movies, and Burger King Watches Rock Transformers. And last but not least, Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City. Is number 1, Pokemon. Let's talk about a show that changed the world and has not stopped since Kanto series and Johto are absolute goats. Saturday morning cartoons really prepped us kids for the whole water cooler talk at work as adults. Nothing beats the feeling of going to school Saturday and being like, yo, did you guys see Ash get his ass beat by that Mankey? Super bummed our kids will miss out on that, but silver lining, they will never know the disappointment of waking up late and missing a new episode.
Amen, brother.
Amen. Then he's got Cartoon Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Can't believe I forgot to throw Scooby-Doo. Where are you? Boo Brothers, Ghoul School, Zombie Island, and most importantly, the slept on a pup named Scooby-Doo, which I absolutely love that too. On my honorable mentions, without Scooby, I might not have ever gotten into the paranormal. But seriously, if I have to listen to Arian and my sister sing Hex Girls one more time in this lifetime, I might take old Scoob to the pound to be put down.
That's great.
And then finally, Cartoon Part 3, not Electric Boogaloo. How the hell did I forget Samurai Jack? I'm done now, I swear. Y'all's fault for having a hard list. Yes, it was a hard list to make.
It's a sweet list. That's a good list,
yeah.
Logan.
Awesome. Love it. Thanks for the email, Logan. Excited to hear you back on Slap. Excited to have you on here soon, hopefully for an episode.
Yeah, I think Logan, if you're listening to this, obviously I think you are, but definitely going to try to have you on for an upcoming episode here soon. I think that'll be a lot of fun to do with you. Next thing though is that I know what an animation and when you talk about an animation cell, I know what you're talking about. You want to know why I know what you're talking about? Because I listen to Guys with Issues, and Chris explained it. Because I was thinking, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah. I also did want to mention, Logan, I just got done hanging out with your mom and dad, so
nice.
It's a good time. Good to see him. So, all right, what else we got, Gold?
All right, man. We have one from, I believe, maybe a first time emailer. I don't know.
I don't remember if they've emailed before.
Well, I think Hannah has, but the other guy she's doing.
The other guy.
Oh, this one is from a YouTube listener. What up, Caleb? It's just titled Top 5 Cartoons.
Nice.
And they have both his and hers on it. So here we go. Since you guys called us out for giving helpful tips, here's both of our top 5 lists for cartoons. We're going to start with Caleb. Number 5, SpongeBob SquarePants, because it was popular at the time. Boy, is it still today. Number 4, Phineas and Ferb, because of great music and started my engineering mind. Wow.
Nice.
I don't know. My sister sent me a TikTok, and I don't know who these people were, but they're coming up with a new theme song for Phineas and Ferb, and it didn't look like Bowling for Soup.
Probably wasn't.
So, yeah, be prepared.
Okay.
Number 3, Bluey, because it's not just a kid show; it's great for adults too. I just don't know.
I've
I
never
struggle.
watched it.
Yeah, we'll give it. Yeah, well, you're getting ready to.
No, I'm strictly watching the Spider-Man show you showed me last weekend. So
Dude, that's a great show.
it's so freaking good.
It's really good. Amazing Spidey and Friends or something like that.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
It's got Patrick Stump does the theme song to that.
Yeah.
Lead singer for Fall Out Boy.
Mhm.
Caleb, brother, my
Does
brother.
your number 2 ever not make you cry? Because there's
I'm
nothing there.
You have nothing for your number 2, so I am sorry for your bowels that you do not take a number 2. I hope you're doing well. Be thinking about you. Number 1 though, South Park, because
That's a
every
winner.
single episode is dang funny.
Yeah, every time.
That's
So
pretty
good.
good. That's pretty good. Number 5. Now he's gonna go with Hannah. Okay, here we go. Jeez, Cousins. Am I right? Am I right, Gunner?
Cousins.
Number 5, Fairly Odd Parents, because I watched it every morning before school. Nice. Number 4, Phineas and Ferb, because who doesn't love the theme song?
Yes.
I'll give you that. Number 3, Bluey, because we're getting ready for all the kid shows. I think it's safe to say now, I think I can say it here on the podcast. Hannah and Caleb are expecting a child. So congratulations to you guys. Just glad to know that my first marriage has been consummated, and I'm just glad that didn't end in divorce yet. So I got that going for me.
Yeah.
Congrats, though, guys. Love you.
Yeah, for sure.
And number 2, SpongeBob SquarePants, because Calvin Woodard and I probably quote every single episode. Man, that is the one thing that I have a love-hate relationship with SpongeBob, because it is so annoying, but man, is it so dang quotable.
It is. Chocolates. They're selling chocolates. What are they selling?
So yeah, right now it might make you cry. SpongeBob might make you cry. So I don't know. Since it's your number 2. Number 1 though, my gal, Scooby-Doo, where are you? My dad forced me to watch this instead of princess movies. This is true. And I loved it. And always doing the bat dance to the theme song with my dad. Also, a great Scooby-Doo memory was when Colton started freaking out because he got Scooby-Doo sheets for Christmas one year and screamed like a little girl. I was 15. So.
Sorry, I'm going to spit out my drink.
Oh, man, I really did, though. It's the bad thing about it is that it's on camera, and I had to be like 8 or 10. I don't know how old I was. I was young, and, I was hitting notes, brother. Notes. Also,
that's cool.
Also, I promise we are not mad at you, Gunner. Colton just likes to stir the pot all the time.
Oh yeah,
Gunner,
I want to say I played softball with him this week, and he stirs the pot
Gunner,
with anybody. He doesn't care. He'll razz on you even if you're somebody he just met for the first time ever.
I want Caleb. Caleb, I want you to send an email back to the callguyspodcast@gmail.com and tell him about Monday night softball. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm.
It was mild
It was
that
mild.
night. Anyway, sincerely, Hannah and Caleb, favorite cousin and favorite cousin-in-law.
Nice.
She says that all the time. I'm surprised she didn't say on my mother's side, because she's my only cousin on that side. She usually likes to add that little in. Hey, Caleb, thank you so much for listening. I'm glad. I know you guys just put us on for background noise and this and that. You guys listen to us. I'm gonna say half the time, so I'm gonna take it.
I'd
So
rather
just
be background noise than nothing.
amen, brother, preach it. So just really appreciate you guys, and like I said, super super excited that we're gonna have kids around the same age. So I think that's gonna be a lot of fun and pretty cool. So I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. So yeah. Gunner, what else we got?
We have the Golden 80s co-host Frankie Vegas, otherwise known as Brandon, who has been on the Call Guys podcast. If you want to listen to that episode, go back. It was the episode with the Golden 80s podcast on it. It was a pretty fun episode. But he says, "Hey guys, great episode on top 5 cartoons. To answer your question of the pod, the skill I wish I had would be a better podcaster. I know
Okay,
I am my own worst critic."
let's pause right there. Okay, for station communication here. Brandon, brother, you do a fantastic job.
I 100% agree.
Okay. Don't worry about the little stuff. The Golden Odyssey episode that you do with the Emperor, and Gunner, you were there for that, right?
I might have been there for a couple words.
Yeah, Brandon, you did a fantastic job. You
did.
really have a really good knack for this, like the interviewing style portion. Yeah, don't think you're bad at this. There are people who are worse. He who should not be named. So
Dang, you might be one of our best guests.
yeah, to everybody else but me.
All right, he says top 5 cartoons. The Smurfs. Used to watch with my grandpa, so it's a sentimental thing.
That's
Understandable. Family Guy, just funny. Looney Tunes, you can't go wrong with Bugs. Scooby Doo, Where Are You? Only makes me cry after they brought in Scrappy Doo. Yeah, okay, that's all right. His honorable mentions: Family Guy, South Park, The Simpsons, all great shows. And his
Mhm.
number 1, King of the Hill, very stupid but also funny in my opinion. If you
Oh,
guys ever want to do a Scooby Doo episode, I'm in. Keep up the great work, guys. Love you, brothers. Brandon, aka Frankie Vegas.
oh man. I think we could have an interesting conversation. I don't know how long it would take. I feel like it would be a while depending on who we got in for this conversation. But I hate Scrappy. Scrappy
Oh, God.
sucks.
Yeah.
He's terrible.
Nobody likes Scrappy.
Nobody likes Scrappy? Okay, as long as nobody likes Scrappy. I thought there were some folks out there who did.
I don't know why anybody would.
I don't know why either. That's
He's the annoying little cousin.
if that was the hill someone was willing to die on, I was allowing them to bury themselves in that hill. Because I'd love to know.
You're gonna die on the hill because you're digging your own well. That's right.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Last but not least,
Oh,
our man, ISO Cam, man. What's up? How we doing, brother? Thank you for emailing us. Really appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. And I wonder, did you get the heat that we got up here in the north? Because let me tell you, we had a couple days that were not fun at all. I've got this head cold now because of it. Because I was either in 72-degree weather or I was in, it feels like
115.
Satan's butthole.
I think the heat index was like 112 or something like that.
Dude, I was in one or the other.
Yeah.
Most of the day. And I was just like, oh gosh, it just sucked. Anyway, ISO, what's up, man? Let's get to it. He sent us one for top 5 cartoons. So let's get to it. Number 5. American Dad, in my opinion, is the best of the Family Guy style universe. I love Roger. Sneaky good show. I will give him that. Sneaky good.
Yep.
Number 4, Ed and Eddie. Perfect cartoon. A perfect cartoon full of fun stuff and idiotic chaos. After a bad night, it might make you chuckle.
Just all of the entire show is just about them trying to make money trying to make money with scams to buy jawbreakers.
Jawbreakers, yeah.
It's literally the whole show.
Oh yeah.
And butter
Number
toast.
3.
Butter toast.
Number 3, A Pup Named Scooby-Doo. Easily my favorite Scooby-Doo show. I remember the episode The Babysitter from Beyond like the back of my hand. I remember I remember during summer, I would wake up early on summer days, eat breakfast because my parents had to go. Parents went to work, and I remember eating breakfast and watching a pup named Scooby Doo until something else came on. I that one holds a special place
It
for
does.
me. I
It's
do.
by far one of my. I mean, I love What's New Scooby Doo and Scooby Doo Where Are You? But a pup named Scooby Doo is
That was
killer,
good.
killer
That
show.
was a good one. And number two is Goosebumps. Goosebumps. It's not a cartoon, but it's a show I watched as a kid in the living room almost daily. Yes, amazing show. Perfect entry into horror. I watched one and it had like some ooze guy in it. I don't know what it was, but that scared the ever living crap out of me. And let me tell you, that started my fear of scary stuff.
Totally understandable.
Oh my. Um, Honorable mentions we have Chowder, Billy and Mandy, Futurama, Flapjack, Johnny Test, Foster's Home for Imaginary Kids. Ooh, number one, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Not my favorite TV dog. No one beats Scoobert Doo. But this show was always my favorite, and it's just way darker than Scooby Doo, right down my alley. And that is another show I've refused to watch because it was always on at like 9 or 10 at
So
night.
creepy too.
So creepy. Um, but I have heard all the time about how good it is. So
Yeah.
um, there's it's got that going for it. And then he's got an answer to a question of the pod from when Chris was on last episode. He goes, loved all the shout outs in the episode for of the most awful, basic, boring superhero of all time. Thanks, Chris. Oh gosh. The Neil Adams 1970 Batmobile would be my choice after research. It's a very muscle car like, and I love that. Nice. Favorite villain is easily between Deadshot and Professor PYG.
I think it's Pig, Professor Pig.
I don't know. Professor Pig then. I just love Deadshot's costume and I don't care what anyone else says. Being extremely accurate is badass, even Hawkeye. And Pig is just one creepy person. His mission in Batman Arkham Knight was amazing. ISO man, thank you for sending us the email. Thank you for responding to the question of the pod, man. Really appreciate you. As always, man, Detroit is going down. You got 4 national televised games this year. Boston has like, I don't know, like 22 of them. So just remember where you're at, Detroit, in that realm of relevancy. Okay, ISO? That's for you.
You hear me,
For
brother?
you.
Hear me, brother? Bonesaw is ready. Oh man. Yeah,
Honestly, thank you everybody for sending us emails at the thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. We really, really do appreciate it. We love talking to you. We love interacting with you. And like I said, if Cam isn't an example of getting on the pod via the emails, just when you're ready, just let us know. We'd love to have you on. So ISO, thanks again for the emails, man. Appreciate you.
yeah, brother. Thanks, brother. Thanks, brother.
Thanks, brother.
Well, we did say this would probably be a shorter episode, and we do want to talk about something that came out. Oh gosh, it's been over a month ago now. And we watched it. And that is Secret Invasion. It is the Skrulls show, the Marvel Disney Plus show, where Nick Fury and Talos, the Skrull, are trying to save the world pretty much from being invaded by Skrulls. If you haven't watched it, and you're a big Marvel fan, I would say I'd recommend you go watch it. But I honestly, when I finished the show, I was like, I'm never going to rewatch this show. But if you are a Marvel fan and you feel like you should watch it, go watch it. We'd love to hear what you think about this show. I'm gonna put my opinion right out there, right off the bat, if that's okay with you, Colton.
Oh no, are you gonna have a hot take?
It was a waste of my time. Complete
Gunner,
waste.
that's not a hot take, brother. If you would have said it was fantastic, we would have been fighting.
No, it wasn't fantastic. It had moments that were cool.
Did it?
Um,
Did it?
It did. I've always loved like those kind of mission spy things. I mean, not like Mission Impossible level, but kind of these smaller scale things like this. But man, I just thought they did some stupid things that didn't make sense, and I absolutely hated Samuel L. Jackson in this.
Oh,
He just did not.
jeez.
It was not good. They took away characters that we love. Freaking Colby Schmolders, like in the first.
What a terrible way to write her off. Because now
I
she's
know.
done. She's
Yeah,
done. She's done.
yeah. That is. Oh yeah, I was so mad. I was so mad at that point.
I'm actually glad that they kept her dead because if they would have brought her back alive, I probably would have been done.
Or if she would have been in the bunker with Don Cheadle, and
Oh
I'd have been
yeah.
like, really? So they killed another scroll. So I don't know where you want to start with this.
Oh, I don't.
What were your thoughts initially after finishing the show?
Forky.
I'm trash. Colton's new thing, everybody, is forky. If it's trash, he
Yes,
calls it forky.
Forky. That's
Yeah.
exactly what this was a big old pile of Forky.
Yeah.
They I mean, I've been vocal about it 1,000 times, and I'll probably continue to be vocal about it. I hate the scrolls. I hate the storyline of the scrolls. I think it's dumb. I think it's lazy. It's like they knew they needed an easy way to do things, and they're like, "Oh, let's just make it easier, so we don't have to come up with new ideas." Because Rhodey's entire story, ever since the end of
Civil
Civil
War.
War, is a lie. So that's fun. Glad I invested in him, and glad him and Nebula had a nice coming together moments during Endgame. That was very nice. Always appreciate that.
But guess
It just
what?
yeah, it's just stupid stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
like they're either it's bad writing, or B, they're like, oh, okay, maybe we can pull one over on them and they won't notice. Like, like either way, it's awful. It's
The
terrible.
the moment I read the article that said that, oh yeah, Rhodey's been a scroll since Civil War, I'm like, no, he hasn't. And you see the way that they had him act in this show. Like they
Oh
had him
yeah.
act like a dick. That was his thing. That was literally his thing. And like if you go back and watch Infinity War and Endgame, he's nothing like the scroll version of himself. Like in this, like,
Even even
doesn't make sense.
even the very end of Civil War, Tony Stank.
Yeah.
I mean, that whole scene right there.
Yeah, that is not the same
That's not
Rhodey.
Rhodey. That's not the same
If they
Rhodey.
would have said, "Oh yeah, after Endgame he was captured," I'd have been like, "Okay, I mean, that's fine."
I can
It's
pick
actually
that
not
up.
fine. I hated that. I hated that for that character all around. But I mean, yeah,
Yeah, I just, I don't get this. I, the ending. Holy crap. Talk about what was that?
She-Hulk 2,
I
bad
mean,
CGI 2.
I don't know what the heck they were going for or what they were doing, but just talk about just trash execution.
What is it? It's a She-Hulk 2, bad CGI strikes back.
It's like they did it on purpose.
That is to you said it just a second ago. That's poor writing and kind of just a you know so let's throw a giant spit wad and a bag of dog crap at the wall and see what it looks like.
I think it's stuck. I think it's stuck, guys. I think it's
Yeah.
stuck. We can
Oh,
leave.
I see it. Oh, we should combine everybody's powers into a little vial and inject it into a scroll and see what happens. Dumb.
I just why did we give Fury a love story?
Didn't need it. With a scroll. Which I mean is weird. It's an alien, right?
Yeah, it's
And
weird.
but yeah, we didn't need that story. We didn't need to know what Fury did outside of Shield. It didn't And why did he go back there of all places? He came back from space and is like, oh, I'm gonna go see my alien wife.
Wife.
That's not actually my wife.
Just
Yeah.
it was just another one of poor
Poor
Disney
execution.
Plus
For sure.
trash that they made us
For sure.
watch. And
No, I will admit that casting wise, not too bad. Amelia Clark as Gia, that was pretty good. And obviously you have Don Cheadle back as Rhodey, and Kingsley was a really good graphic. I kind of like that feel for the villain. I thought he did a decent job. But it's a lot of names you wouldn't really know, I guess. Just a bunch of very random
I mean,
small actors.
they had Martin Freeman, I think, for an episode.
Yeah, right off the start. It was like one of the first couple episodes.
Yeah, and then he got switched.
Yep.
He became Scroll. I think my favorite character was actually like the British lady.
Oh yeah, the head agent or whatever from
Yeah, I
yeah.
think she was my favorite.
Yeah. Is that Sonia Fallsworth, Olivia Colman.
Maybe I'd have to see a picture. I'm not wasting my time to look at IMDb right now.
Yeah, I agree. I did like
Um,
Gia, the main girl, the
Gaia,
Talos's daughter,
Gaia.
Gaia. Sorry, Talos's daughter. I thought she was
Yeah,
pretty good.
I could like again, anything scroll. I
Done.
yeah, I I stopped caring. I stopped caring during No Way Home
Yeah, yeah.
when
When
they
they when
popped
they
up there and Fury's up in freaking space, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous.
one of the things I don't really like, I guess, is Fury's been gone for years. It seems like at this point, and he comes back and he knows where all this stuff is at. He hid this vial. Why did he hide this vial in a tombstone? Who knows? And then he gets the vial and he takes it to the bad guy, knowing that Gaia is gonna also take because she is transformed into fear. It's whole thing. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Uh, but then you get the transformation of him when he's in that mausoleum at the cemetery, where he puts his jacket on and gets his gun
Oh,
and
get the eye
puts his eye
patch, yeah.
patch back. Like I don't know. He grew away from the eye patch, and there it is. Boom, he puts it back on. Like he's a
He's not the
whole
same
different
Fury.
person. Yeah,
He's still not the same Fury when he puts that eye patch on.
yeah,
Because I feel like that's the symbolism that they were going for, is that this new Fury doesn't need the eye patch. He's good without it. He's still Nick Fury, and it turns out he ain't Nick Fury even when he puts that dang eye patch back on.
yeah.
It was, yeah, I don't like what they did with Samuel L. either.
Yeah, I think the thing with this show is it felt slow. The acting wasn't great. The story wasn't great. The CGI definitely wasn't great. There were some good action sequences. But just overall, I mean, I don't even want to look at the reviews and the ratings on it because, okay, IMDb has a 6 out of 10, which I wouldn't say is anywhere near that.
Lies.
I'd give this maybe a solid 3.5.
I was thinking 3.
Yeah. It just didn't seem like a Marvel can't win a show, I guess, is the problem. And
Well, they haven't won one since their first batch of
since
shows.
Loki and WandaVision and yeah, I would even say Falcon and the Winter Soldier blew this show out of the water.
Oh,
you know?
Lord. Is that even possible?
Yeah, but this one it was. This is a show I was looking forward to. To be honest, I kind of look forward to it. I don't like the scrolls a whole lot either, but I was like, maybe after those bad runs of She-Hulk, and it was like, I need something decent. Well, they didn't give me what I wanted. So, and I completely understand if somebody out there says this was a great show, which I mean,
Please let us know at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. I would love to talk to you.
yeah, me too. Me too. It did air on June 21st. It ended a little bit over, or actually a little bit less than a month ago. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it feels right.
Disney Plus. I think it was
Hey
what?
Disney, I'm starting to not love your plus.
Yeah. How many episodes was it? Was it 6? Probably
6 too many. I think it was
6.
6.
6 too many. I think I actually kind of enjoyed the first episode a little bit, and then it was just downhill terrible. So, um, but yeah, that's all even really care to say about this show. I would love to hear all your what everybody else has to say about it. If you've already watched it or you're gonna watch it. If we've deterred you away from watching it, go watch Ahsoka instead. So, which did come out last Wednesday. If
Last
you're
week.
listening on Monday, so
Well, Tuesday. They released Tuesdays.
oh yeah, Tuesdays. That's right. That's right. They released the first 2 episodes and 2 thumbs up.
Whoa.
Have you watched it yet? Ooh, go check it out. Go check it out, Colton. Go check it out.
Check it out now.
You have anything else you want to say about Secret Invasion? Because I really don't want to talk about it anymore. This is the Secret
Nope.
Invasion episode, but really what this episode was all about was emails and having something short and easy to talk about, and just to kind of give us something. It's been a while since we've talked about something we didn't like, so kind of nice.
No, man, I think we crapped on it enough.
Hey, you want to see something cool?
What you got? Whoa.
Watching on YouTube. The
You know
Emperor
how to-
made me move my drums out of the studio, so they are now in my podcast room. Welcome,
Do you
drums,
know how to play
the
those
podcast.
things?
Oh yeah, man. I was jamming on them a little bit earlier. It's a good time.
Nice.
You have to come over and try to jam around on them a little bit.
Oh, I'd love to. Well, I know William would.
Oh yeah, I'd love to set William
He started
down
to
and-
figure out he started to figure out the kick pedal.
Oh snap!
He started hitting that pedal, then hitting cymbals.
Now he's got to do them in sync. That's all it's about.
Yeah, we didn't get that.
That's all it's about. Anything else we want to talk about coming up? I think I covered October, covered some of the things coming up until episode
Ahsoka.
100. Ahsoka's out, so if you're gonna watch that and follow along, we will have an episode on that with some guests come at the end of the show.
Are we trying to get
Um,
guests for our 79, 89th, and 99th?
Yeah, we should try. We should try. Certified Rotten. Certified
yeah.
Rotten movie from the 70s, Certified Rotten movie from the 80s, Certified Rotten movie from the 90s.
And what we're really going to try to find out is did that
it
movie
really?
get a bad is it really a bad movie, or did it just get a bad review?
We'll see.
We're going to find out for you guys.
Oh.
If anybody has any ideas of movies from the 70s that are certified rotten and you think that they're not, let us know at thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. We
We
would
need to-
love to know, because
we
I
will
am
pick one.
struggling finding something.
We will find one and we will watch it and we will review it and let you know whether it should or should not be rotten.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, cool. Now I'm gonna get us out of here.
Sweet.
Getting a little late. Like I said, I got to see Logan's parents. My aunt and uncle are in town, hanging out with my parents this week, end of this week into the middle of next week, and it's good to see them. Glad they're here. So Logan, I said hi to your parents for you, just so you know. But
I
no,
also like to tell my wife happy anniversary. That's tomorrow. So I know she'll never listen to this, but happy anniversary, babe.
nice. How many years?
5.
Wow, 5 years.
Wow.
Seems like a lifetime. How long do you guys date? How long do you guys date before you got married?
2 years ish.
So you've been together for about 7 years? And Sarah and I have been together for about 7 years. We've just only been married for 2. We flip-flopped.
Flippity flopped.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. I just want to thank everybody for listening to the Call Guys podcast. You can find us wherever you get your podcasts, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, literally wherever you get your podcast. Please go check us out on YouTube. You can like, subscribe, and click that bell. Get all the notifications from when we upload. Whenever you upload to all your favorite podcast sites, also rate and review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We would love to see more reviews come through. 5-star review if you love us, and be honest. That's all I can ask for. If you have a recommendation for the question of the pod, future episodes, anything like that, send us an email, thecallguyspodcast@gmail.com. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about. We would love to get more recommendations from you, our listeners. We'd love to get more of you listeners on. So if you want to come on, just let us know. We'll try to figure out an episode for you to come chit chat about your favorite things. You can also check us out on all your favorite social media sites, whether it be Facebook at facebook.com/thecallguyspod, Instagram at thecallguys, and TikTok at thecallguyspodcast. Please follow us on all of our social medias. You can also message us on Facebook if you ever want to get a hold of us too. We will answer as quickly as we possibly can. And when you're done listening to us, go check out all the other podcasts under the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts, whether that be the United States Paranormal, the Golden Image Podcast, the Murdnerds, the Court of Books and Booze, the Golden 80s Podcast, or the Indiana Chiefs Fans Podcast. You can check them all out. You can go check out our website, the goldenmojoent.com, where you can find all those podcasts and go to all their sites and check out our merch store. So please do that. And I just appreciate everybody listening. I know it's a shorter episode, but hopefully y'all enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Colton, you got anything else?
Love you, brother.
Love you, brother. All right. Everybody out there in podcast land, see you next time.
Later.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, yeah.